Hey ladies, so you're wondering if the guy you're with is really the one, right? Well, let me tell you, it's a big, beautiful world out there, and every person is wonderfully unique. That's what makes the whole journey of finding the one so exciting, yet kinda tricky. But remember, beauty and value aren't just about what meets the eye, it's about what resonates with your heart. There are certain things, let's call them golden signs, that can tell you if your man is truly a keeper. So in this video, we're going to share with you 9 things. If your guy is doing these, then girl, you might just have struck gold. It's super important to take a step back sometimes and really think about your relationship. Ask yourself, does he tick these boxes? You know, it's not just about those grand gestures, but the little things that show his true colors. So let's check out if your man is someone you should never let go. You ready? Let's do this. The first thing is if he invests in you. If you've got a guy who's not just in it for the laughs and good times, he's there, really there for you. He's the kind of man who puts his all into the relationship and, more importantly, into you. Now, that's something special. He's not just cruising through. He genuinely cares about what makes you happy, what helps you grow, and what keeps you well. It's not all about him, it's about you too. And that's pretty rare, right? So if you've got someone who truly invests in your happiness and well-being, someone who's got your back no matter what, then girl, you've hit the jackpot. That's the kind of partner you don't want to let go of. Okay, let's jump into the next big sign. Improving himself. If you're with a man who sees his own flaws and is constantly working to be better, that's a huge plus. Every relationship has its ups and downs, right? But if he's genuinely trying his best, even when things get tough, that says a lot. In a good relationship, it's all about both people taking responsibility. It's not just about pointing fingers, but about looking in the mirror and asking, what can I do better? If your man is doing that, if he's really working on himself and striving to grow, then girl, you've got something pretty amazing. Don't let him go, because that's the kind of partner many ladies can dream of. Alright, here's another big one. He challenges you. He's not letting you settle into bad habits or negative ways of thinking. Instead, he's there, nudging you towards being your best self. It's like he's holding up a mirror, showing you a version of yourself you never thought possible. So, if your man is someone who challenges you, who helps you grow and see the world differently, then trust me, you've got something special. That's not something you find every day, so if you've got it, don't let it go. Next, we have another super important thing. He is respecting your boundaries. You've got yourself a gem if your guy understands and respects your boundaries, and has his own too. Here's how it plays out. Say you love hanging out with your friends a couple of times a week. They're your support network, your squad. A great partner gets this. He doesn't insist on tagging along every single time. He gives you that space to be with your friends, to laugh, to vent, to just be you. That's respect right there. This whole thing is a two-way street. It's about understanding and valuing each other's needs and space. It's a sign of a healthy, mature relationship. If you've got this kind of mutual respect for boundaries in your relationship, then you're onto something really good. Hold on to it, because that kind of understanding and respect isn't something you find every day. Moving on to the next big one, feeling loved and valued. Ask yourself, does he make you feel like you're truly cherished? Like you're absolutely irreplaceable? If your answer is a big yes, then girl, you've got something rare and beautiful. It's all about knowing your worth in his eyes. Do you feel it deep down, so strongly that you never ever doubt it? That's the kind of love that doesn't leave you guessing or wondering where you stand with him. It's clear, it's certain, and it's heartwarming. The way he looks at you, listens to you, the little things he does just to bring a smile to your face. All these are signs of his love and appreciation for you. If you've got a man who makes you feel this loved and valued, then trust me, hold on to him tight. He's a keeper. Now, let's talk about a cornerstone of any solid relationship. Trustworthiness. Love is important, but without trust, it's like building a house on sand. So ask yourself, can you trust him with everything? He's the kind of guy who's reliable, honest, and always communicates clearly? Then you got someone truly special. Think about it. When you're not constantly worrying about what he's up to or whether he's being truthful, you get this amazing sense of freedom. Your mind and heart aren't tangled up in doubts and fears. Trust is not something you find easily, and if your man has proven himself to be trustworthy, if he's someone you can lean on and open up to without any fear, then you've struck gold. Hold on to a man like that because he's the kind you can build a future with. Alright, let's talk about another key trait of a great partner. He apologizes when he's wrong. No one's perfect, right? We all make mistakes sometimes. But what sets a great partner apart is their willingness to own up to their mistakes. He doesn't play the blame game or act like a victim. Instead, he's mature enough to admit when he's wrong. This kind of honesty and self-awareness is crucial. It's the only way someone can truly learn from their mistakes and do better next time. When you're with someone who takes responsibility for their actions, it's a sign of emotional maturity. It's not easy to find someone who can genuinely say, "I messed up, I'm sorry, and I'll work on it." That kind of accountability is rare and incredibly valuable in a relationship. So if your partner can do this, if he can apologize and learn from his mistakes, then you've got a solid foundation for a successful relationship. Now, another thing is empathy. Empathy is very important in relationships. It's all about being able to put himself in your shoes to truly understand what you're feeling. Imagine being with someone who just can't do that. They'd come off as cold and uncaring, right? And if you're on the receiving end of that, it's pretty rough. You'd feel unsupported and alone. But if you have a partner who not only tries to understand your feelings, but also goes out of his way to be there for you, that's a big deal. It's one thing to understand you, it's another to actively support and comfort you. That kind of empathy can make a world of difference in how connected and secure you feel in the relationship. So if your man shows true empathy, if he really gets you and supports you, then count yourself lucky. It's a sign of a deeply caring and emotionally mature partner. Definitely someone you'd want to keep close. Next up is he's keeping the relationship energized. This is huge. If your guy makes an effort to keep the relationship energized, fun, and passionate, then you've definitely got a keeper. Most of the time couples get comfortable, they start taking each other for granted, and before they know it, the excitement just fizzles out. But if you've got a man who's actively working to keep that spark burning bright, that's something special. Think about it. He's not just coasting along, he's putting in the effort to make you smile, to create moments of quality time, to keep the passion alive. Whether it's planning a surprise date night, sending you a sweet message out of the blue, or just doing something he knows you love. These efforts show he's invested in making the relationship as joyful and vibrant as it can be. That's all for today's video, ladies. What do you think? We'd love to hear your thoughts on today's topic. Go ahead and share your views in the comment section. Your views really means a lot to us, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It's viewers like you that make all this possible. Stay tuned for our next video. We've got more exciting content coming your way. Until then, best wishes to all of you. Keep shining, and see you in the next video.